We made some taco bowls for dinner tonight, and I just thought I'd make a video about how easy it is to make the little bowls with this perfect tortilla pan set. We bought this thing, God, no, I don't know, probably over 10 years ago. We've been using this thing for, and all it is, it's 4 little pans that are kind of like stamped tin, and they have some kind of a no-stick coating on them. And we made up a nice batch of salsa today to go with them. And you can see it's all the veggies from the garden and jalapenos and tomatoes. And we like to use the flour tortillas for them. So all you do is you just take the tortilla and you just push it down in the pan like that. And pretty much it stays, down in there nice, holds the shape. The corn ones can give you problems when you use the corn ones. They can get little cracks in them and stuff, so you really have to go careful with them. But the flour ones are pretty tough and easy to do, and they're our favorite. So you can see it's it doesn't take much, and we've been using these pans for a real long time. You can see they still look like new. Nothing sticks to them or anything. So I just thought I'd show you what they do. And we have the best luck using the 8-inch tortillas, I guess they call them. 8-inch flour ones. You can see they're about 7.5 by 8. And just cooking up some hamburger meat there for the tacos to season up. And we grate up some cheddar cheese to put on top of them. And just kind of push them down in there and put them in the oven for 8 minutes. You can, depending on how crispy you want them and stuff, you can do them for different times. But, while that's getting ready, everything else is getting put out now to get ready to make the tacos up. And even a couple of the jalapenos that didn't quite make it to be canned, but they're still good. And after the 8 minutes is up, they come out of the oven, and you just have to let them sit for a couple of minutes to cool. And at the same time, while they're cooling, the little tortillas crisp up and make little pans there. And then they just kind of pick right out, you can see. And you got a real nice little taco bowl in 8 minutes. And, they don't cost a fortune like those ones you buy in the store that are always broken anyway. So, you can see just how easy it is to make them and how nice and crispy they come out. And what we like to do, you could put anything in them, but I'm going to start with some refried beans here tonight on the bottom of them, and I'm gonna just put a layer of that in there, and then some of that seasoned, some of that meat with the taco seasoning in it. Put a layer of that in there, and you can even do like fish tacos or anything you want in these things. So just add what you want and make it taste like the way you want it to. So then I put some cheddar on. Just a nice little layer of grated cheddar. And we didn't have any black olives for them tonight, so they're going to be black olive-less, but you can put them on there too. And then I'm just going to put a good load of our fresh salsa from the garden. You can see the tomatoes are fresh from the garden, and the jalapenos, and the corn came from the farmer down the road. And pretty much it really smells great with all the cilantro and everything in it there. I'm just going to throw a good helping of that on there because I really like it. And then I usually just throw a little dab of sour cream on top of there too. That goes good. Now I'm just going to throw a little bit on. But, as I said, you could put whatever you want on these things. It doesn't really matter. And then just toss on a couple of jalapenos at the end, just to give it a little more taste to the whole ones there that are pickled with a little bit of vinegar flavor. And they are really good. I've been loving them. And then I'm just going to throw on a little bit of that spring mix stuff. We ran out of lettuce a couple weeks ago in our garden, so now we had to buy some spring mix, and the fall lettuce should be in another couple weeks, but in the meantime, this is what we use, and there it is, dinner tonight. It was a couple minutes to make, and it's going to be really good. In the meantime, for about a half hour tonight, there were hummingbirds outside our window just fighting for the feeder. Our hummingbirds are starting to leave to migrate away, but there's a couple of them still standing behind, and this one guy here is one of our locals, and he's been fighting off two of the transients that are trying to get at the feeder. So he's just been sitting there all day long, kind of protecting the feeder and fighting off anybody that tries to get at it. And here I didn't really get a great video, but you can see he's kind of fighting two other birds off right now. It's amazing how fast hummingbirds have been, emptying the feeder this time of the year when they're trying to bulk up for their trip, I guess, to New Mexico soon. But this just went on for a really long time, and it was basically going on all day. Just, guarding the feeder, and then in the end, the little guy finally got a little bit tired there, and the other two went away finally. He chased them away, and just sat there. You can see him just sitting on that little pedal right there, just watching for him and just keeping an eye out. He's on the lookout still. So it's pretty amazing how they, they will protect their food source when it comes down to the end. So anyhow, I just thought I'd show you how easy it is to use this perfect tortilla pan set. And they still do make these, and I'll put a link to them down below. And, we really like to use them instead of those other taco type shells. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.